Hey, welcome to Best Green Homestead. Welcome back. We have a couple short videos we put out on YouTube showing some of the steps before this. You can check them out, but just showing you the greenhouse. This is the Farmer's Friend Caterpillar tunnel, the 50ft Gothic Pro. In the other videos we finished up the plastic and we got the rope on. Since then, this rope just crisscrosses, you throw it back and forth, and got that all tightened up. Now we got the end walls on. We got them framed up. You can see here we got an entranceway on both ends for doors. This is a smaller 32-inch wide door, and the other one's closer to 4 feet. It's about 42, 44 inches. So one of the steps we have to do here is just cut this plastic. You can leave a little bit of room, a couple inches there. And then you can see we got our wiggle wire channel already on. So that plastic's gonna get cut. And then we got our, you can see on the ground here, we got our boards cut for our doors. So we just need to, we might need to cut out a little section of the channel here for the latches for the hardware, and some door hinges will stick out. So we just need to screw that in, and then we'll probably put some 45s for support. And then the doors are all framed up. That plastic will be cut off, and then we're ready to secure up. We'll get the plastic from in the shop where it's warm, and we'll secure it up at the top with the wiggle wire. And once that's secured, it'll come down all baggy, and then that way, then you can start putting your wiggle wire around the doors. And then we're gonna cut out the plastic and then assemble the door plastic separately, or else it gets a little tight, I found on the last one. And maybe we'll just do a quick walkthrough to kind of show you the inside. As soon as this is done, during the day, our other greenhouse, it's even minus 30 like it is right now. It's minus 30. During the day, it's always above 0 with the end walls up, with basically no heat. We got a couple heat lamps. In the middle, we have chicks in ours and breeders in both sides. This one's gonna have geese in it, a bunch of geese, and probably some goslings in the springtime. But yeah, this is what your Caterpillar tunnel looks like. Here's your wiggle wire. This is a Farmer's Friend, but they're all basically the same. The process is the same. This channel is generic for all greenhouses. You can build your own by bending pipe and stuff, but for the work involved, it's not worth it. We really like these products. They're quick and easy to assemble. The bows, you just have 3 pieces, and they just screw together with the self-tapping tech screws. And then with the Gothic Pro, it's got the upgraded cross bracing, and over here the wind bracing, and then it's also the Gothic Peak. So it's recommended to get those if you have high snow loads. We're in Canada here, so we got some high snow loads. So that way, also the solid center purlin at the top rather than just a rope. So all those things make it more secure. Better in the wind, better in the snow, and it sheds the snow better. So we'll come back and show you once we get the end walls up. So you can see we got the plastic cut on this side. You just use the razor blade, hold it taut, and it cuts smoothly along there. You want to leave a little bit extra, because if you ever have to take this top plastic off, you have to pull it taut to get this wiggle wire channel in. So you want to leave a little bit to work with there on both ends. We haven't cut the other side yet. We're going to wait, and we're now going to focus our attention on this side, because like I said, it's minus 30 out, so we want to block this wind. My hands are freezing. Block this wind, and it'll be more comfortable to work on that side. Now a hacksaw works just fine to cut the channel, but what's a lot faster is this electric little Milwaukee bandsaw. Makes some real quick work of it. So you can see now we got this door framed up, we got the hinges on, and we got some of the channel on as well. We got hinges screwed on, we got the channel going around and screwed on. Now the last step At the bottom here, just put some shims under that end. We put a shim under there to hold it up a little bit to make sure there's enough of a gap there it doesn't get caught. The birds will end up pooping on that and it'll freeze and get harder, so we want a bit of a gap there. So putting that in to square it up as well, and then I'm gonna screw this in now, one on each corner like that, and then that'll be all done. Take the bandsaw and we just got to cut out a little section there, and we're putting these up. The only issue is you can see there's a pretty big gap here. I did a big gap just to make sure with the 2x4s and the way it swings, didn't want it to catch. Made it a little bit too big. I was thinking 1/2 inch gap on both ends, but wasn't quite a 1/2 inch there. It's also a little bowed wood there, so it's not perfect, but not building the piano here. But we're running and grabbing some strapping. We're just gonna fill the gap there, and then we'll be able to screw these hinges. These are the self-adjusting hinges. They're the best when you're building anything like this, because the little thing here slides up and down, so you can see it moves when you go to latch it, so your doors always sag a little bit, so that adjusts. So we're ready for our plastic to go on. We just rolled it out. It's about just over 10 feet, so you want a little bit extra for the top, about 6 inches or so, and then 2-3 feet extra on the bottom. You can have it just come along the ground a little bit, get buried in snow or whatever. You can cut it off later. So we're gonna cut 2 at about 13 feet tall, and that'll be the height. The width is already right. We cut the plastic off on both sides. You can see the door is all ready. We got the latches here. We had to cut out the channel, and we got these self-adjusting latches. So I got a shim underneath here for installing it. Let's pull that out. You can see the doors ready to go. And the other one, we're not going to build it today because we're freezing our butts off out here, but it's easy to do afterwards. We're going to drape the plastic over, and we'll have the wiggle wire on the other door done, and then when we want to build the door, we can come back on a milder day, cut out the plastic where the door is going to go, save that plastic for that door, or cut a new piece. There's lots extra, and then finish it up. So all right, we'll go put the plastic on now. Okay, so we got the plastic for both ends cut. We pulled it out here, we unrolled it. It's way wide because it's meant to go around for the whole top. And you just, again, want to make sure, I don't know if they mentioned that in this video, but see how it says inside and the writing's backwards. So that means the inside is the bottom side touching the snow. So we're gonna pull it like this and up. Now we're gonna go do that right now. Okay, so we had to get it on the inside of the ladder, so we got it folded up on the inside. Now we can stand on the ladder, grab the right side we need and pull it up and start the wiggle wire in the middle and work your way down one end, then the other end, making sure to keep it square as you go. So there we go, we got the plastic all up on this side, got the wiggle wire in, got it tightened up. Now the next step is we got all this excess plastic. Got to cut that off, leave about 8 inches extra. Other side's got a heck of a lot more. We had a little uneven, but that's okay. We're gonna get that cut, and then we're putting up the other side. Here you can see our plastic from the inside. There's always gonna be some creases in it, but it's all tightened up. We got our piece here, ready to go up on the other side, and then we're ready to go warm up because it's probably below -30 with the wind chill. Okay, we got the end wall finished up here, both end walls. This is the second one. You saw us working on the first one over there. You can see we got the plastic cut. The main plastic is tucked inside. You're actually supposed to do your end walls underneath and the main plastic on top. but we do it this way because this way we can remove the end walls if we need, and we can easily unscrew and remove these studs, and we can bring the tractor inside if we needed to scrape anything out ever or anything. But yeah, so they're cut it along the bottom, just leave a little extra. We might add a little more wiggle wire in places like this, just to tighten it up, because the side wiggle wire doesn't go channel, and wiggle wire doesn't go down all the way. But yeah, that's it. I already kind of showed you the other side, it's the same thing. And we'll come back maybe another day when it's not minus 30 outside and we're not freezing our fingers off and icicles hanging off of our faces. So and we can show it in the daylight and go inside. We still got to cut the doors open. This door we didn't bother doing tonight. We still got some more wiggle wire to put in places like that, but we can just cut that and work inside when the sun's heating it up. So we'll call it a night.